Okay, good evening, everyone. Please let me know in chat if you can hear me before I start, so I don't, because there's a lot of network issues nowadays. Hi, class, can you hear me? All right, okay. Thank you very much for your feedback. So this week, like we said last week, so this is the final week of the graphic design class. So what we'll be covering this week is basically animation and videos. So last week I purposely didn't give any assignments because I wanted us to spend as much time as possible, like learning how to use animation effects on Canva, and then learning how to like manage and edit videos on Canva. So I'm just going to dive right in. A lot of people haven't joined in, but unfortunately, we just have to start because we have a lot to get through in the next two sessions. So I'm going to share my screen now so we can just get the basics of what animation is, how it can help like improve our designs, and what are the things you can do to make a very good animation. So one second, let me just go to Zoom and share my screen. Does anyone have any questions? Anything you did interesting from last week that you want to share, or maybe you struggled with something? Okay, all right. Animations in Canva. It's one of the more interesting things. Sorry, can you still see my screen? My phone screen? I don't think so because maybe I'll just
Currently,
go
no
back
good.
and okay, I'll share again. Okay, um, hopefully everyone right now. So let's get into it. So today we'll be looking at understanding what animations are and how we can use them. We'll be looking at some templates that we can use to do animations. We'll also be looking at how we can add and edit animations. We'll also be looking at when you finish making your animations, like how can you export them so you can use them because you can do a nice animation on Canva. What's the best way to export it so that it's useful in the different websites you'll be uploading them? And finally, looking at, of course, our usual graphic design tool of the week. So basically, animations. What is animation? How does it enhance design? And what are the different types of animation? So basically, what is animation? Does anyone want to take a stab at it? Does anyone know what animation is? Just let me know in chat. Like, what's your definition of animation? Anybody? Hello? Nobody wants to try? Okay, so basically, so we just get ahead of what we want to cover. Animation is basically getting things, is creating movements. So in the context of Canva, basically, animation is making your elements, your texts, your images and everything, making them move. Basically, movement is the key word. So Clement is saying animation is more of the video representation of the graphical content. Exactly. So it's like video. When you think about video, a video is not like a stagnant picture. What differentiates a video and a picture is basically movement. And if you think about it, like what exactly is a video? If you go to like how cameras were invented and how like videography and everything was invented, the way we started doing videos were using still images. So you take plenty pictures and then you group them together and then you play them fast and then it looks like a video. That kind of video is called a stop motion video. So you see like plenty pictures that are like grouped together, and then you slide through them pretty fast, and then you get something that looks like a video. But if you actually like pull down to it, it's actually pictures. So understanding that concept is going to be very helpful in Canva, because that's what you're going to be doing in Canva. So making videos in Canva is very similar to making pictures. All you just have to do now is that you're just going to make some things move, you're going to replicate some things, and then make some small changes in the different pages. So as it's progressing, you are getting like something that looks like movement. And that's what animation is. And why that is helpful in design is nowadays, if you're posting on social media, you're posting still images, for example, you will notice that most of the social media that we use nowadays have gone to video content. So you think TikTok, you think Instagram Reels, you think Facebook videos, you think YouTube. Like there's not a lot of emphasis on just posting one still image. Like when I say still image, like maybe your like a product picture or something, and it's just there, nothing is moving. It's really the algorithms on these websites, they down rank it. When I say down rank, like they don't make it go. People, a lot of people do not see it. They do not like put emphasis on it. So it's important to mix up your content. So sometimes even if you want to post images, the image is better, like a better representation of what you do. It's important to mix it to also get videos. I think that's what we'll be learning today. Like how do we make some of those videos for our businesses? Because sometimes content idea is very hard. If we're able to make like some kind of content that we can show to people, and then they get information about our business, hopefully we make it entertaining. That's something that is very important to learn. So first of all, I'm going to show you an example of an animation I made just in preparation. I was going to share it in class, but then I wasn't sure if I should. So now this video was made in Canva. Let me see, is the audio on? So it actually has audio. I don't know if you can hear the audio based on the call. So all of this that looks like things moving on the page are actually just pictures that were used to create this video. I've shared the videos that I designed with Canva just so you can see what Canva can help us do. So I'm just going to dive back into the slides as we move. So there are three different kinds of animations in Canva. So there are different the kind of animations that you can do on Canva. You can make your whole page be animated. So like if you click on page animation, every single thing on your page is going to move. Canva is just going to automatically select all of the elements and just apply an animation to all of them. And that's what you call a page animation. So page animation in Canva allows you to add movements to entire pages in your design. Instead of animating individual elements, page animations apply an effect on everything on the page. So that's what page animations are. There's also something called so the types of page animations, and I'm going to be showing all of these things once I just go through the slides. Basically, the plan today is rush through the slides and then we dive into Canva and then just start doing what we want to do. All right. So there are different types of page animations. So if you click on animations, you would see a pop-up that brings up different types. So you see something like rise. So let me just zoom in here so you can see the different types. So as we once we get into Canva, we'll see what they all do. So there's rise, span, there's block, there's break, there's stomp, there's bounce. All of these different animations, they add like they do different things to your page, basically. Also there's element animation. So instead of leaving like so when you are doing a page animation, you click, you can see here that the whole page here is what is highlighted. So what is selected here is the whole page. But when you are doing element animation, you select the particular element that you want to animate. So you click on maybe a text, or no, actually there's a different thing called a text animation is a different thing. I will get to it. But like any kind of animation, it could be your logo, it could be an icon that you put on the page, it could be a rectangle, any kind of thing there. You can click on it, and then you see options for how you can animate it. And again, element animations, there are different types. There's fading, there's rise. So don't worry about all of these names. You don't have to like remember all of them. The best thing to do is you go in, you click on the element, and then you try it around and see what works best. Also, lastly, there's text animation. So also text here. So here you can see that I'm clicking on a text. I'm highlighting the text, and then you can apply different animations to it. So you can see there's one that is like a typewriter, one that is like ascend. So basically, same thing as text and image. You can add animations to your text, you can add animations to your image, you can add animations to your page. So those are the three main types of three like types of animation you can do. But under those three types, there are different examples of animation that you can select. All right. So I'm going to go into Canva now so we can start seeing some of these things that I have been calling out. So the first thing, when you are like using Canva and you want to animate, sorry, I just hope the network is not so bad. Like I hope even if it is delayed, you can still hear me and you can still follow what I am saying. Okay, all right. Thank you very much for the feedback. All right. So when you want to start making designs on you want to start making a video on Canva, it's very important that you start right. Basically, by starting right, I mean selecting a template that can do videos. So I'm going to show you an example. The what we used to do when we wanted to start animation is so we'll go to Instagram story or something, and then we'll select an Instagram post. Okay, so I'm just going to open one here so we can just see. Let me just start with this, for example. Now, this does not really matter in what we are doing, but I just wanted to show you the difference between a template that can do videos and animation and a template that cannot do it. So you click on this now. So let me just duplicate it. So we have like 3 or 4 pages, right? Now, if you see at the bottom here, what you are seeing is design, elements, text, camera roll, brand, etc. Now, what do some of those things? We've already walked through how we use some of these elements, right? You will see that I'm going to open now a different template called a mobile video. So that's the template that I'm going to select to do animations. You will see that once I'm not clicking on anything, you will see these design elements in they will look different. There will be like a slide here that shows you that what you are doing now is you are working on a template that can take videos. So let me just go back again to home. 1 second. So I go back to home and then in search, instead of searching for Instagram post, you can search for something like just search for mobile video. Basically, that's your best bet. So mobile video. So you click on this and then you can start with like a blank this thing. So it's coming up now. So I'm going to pick a template. Okay, so now that we are in a mobile video template, you can see this thing at the bottom here, this part here that has this that looks like slides and it has like 5 seconds. Can we see my screen? Can we see the part that says 5 seconds? Okay, so that part now it's to show you that now you are editing videos. So there are two different kind of so it's very important that when you want to edit videos, when you want to make videos, you should like go for something like a mobile video screen if that's what you are doing. If you want to do like a YouTube video, you can just search for like videos, just video, not mobile video. But I would always advise you to think of all of your content, always think mobile first. Like always start with like a template that will fit on mobile and before you do like a big because most people are looking at your interacting with your page and your content from their phone. Okay, so I'm just going to add like some elements here so we can see how those animations work. So let me just add a text here, something that says add a heading, um, and I'm going to add like a picture. Let me see. Let me upload a picture. Today I've already like uploaded pictures on my from Canva, so we don't have to deal with all of the looking for pictures and things because today is last class. I hope everybody already knows how to like find a picture for your design and all of those things. All right. So all of the pictures are part of some things we'll be covering today. So we'll be doing like some examples for maybe you run like a business where you sell like shoes, and then the second example we'll be looking at is maybe you run like an event management business. So we'll be looking at those two examples, and then tomorrow we'll look at some other examples. So I'm just trying to show you the image animation, the page animation, and the text animation. All right. So I'm just going to let me duplicate this slide. So come here, duplicate. Oh, actually, another way to duplicate is this. I'm just going to duplicate it a couple of times, um, and I'm going to go back. Okay, so now you see that it's on, I'm clicking currently on the page. I'm not clicking on a text or a picture. What I am clicking right now is on the page. Now, when you are clicking on the background, like let me say background to be more specific, but page is what I mean. So when you click on the background and you go to animate, so now you can see animate at the bottom here. Let me click it down so you can see what I'm talking about. So when you click on animate, what it would show here is page animations. That means, so how did you duplicate the slides? Okay, why? I'm trying to show you an example of the difference between a page animation and an element animation or text animation. That's why I duplicated it. So I just wanted to, because a video, again, like I said, is plenty pictures moving. So because with one picture, you cannot really show what a video is. You can do some things like on one picture, but I just wanted to give you an example of what's different. If I have different distance, because this is usually how you're going to be making videos. All right. So now that I'm clicking on the page and we are seeing page animations here. So let me go back now and click on this text here, for example. If I go to animate, you will see that it is saying just animate. So that means now that what if I'm animating anything here, it is only this text that is going to animate. So let me click on typewriter, for example. You see the text showing, it is just going to show like, you saw that, let me do it again. You saw that the text just moved like a typewriter thing. Let me go to animations again, and so we can see other examples. So one of them is typewriter. There's one. This one is ascend. It will pop up from under the page and then come up into the page. Then shift. It will do something. So you can play around with it. I'm not going to go through all of them. Just so I don't like just to see like the different things you can do. So here is where you like make your creative decisions about which one of them works best for my design. Right. Now, if you click on image now, you also see some animations that are for specifically for image. So there's brush. This one like kind of shows it does like a small, so you saw that the let me increase the size of the image so we can, I don't mind the page that animation is not fine. We are going to do something a lot better than this. I'll just show you how those animations work. So let's go for some. So now let's do this one that is planned. Now you see the image moving, and while if you once you click on animation, you see that on any one that you are clicking on, there's this thing that looks like a settings bar. So you click on it. So it's the same way we used to do effects. Now you can do some adjustments. So correct. So there's something called on enter and on exit, and we're going to look at that later. But currently, you can see that direction. So now this is the current animation we have. We have an animation on the image, we have one that goes from the left to the right. Now you can come here and edit it. Instead of going from the left to the right, you can come from right to left. Oh, sorry, that's even a Canva Pro feature. So you cannot do that on the free version of Canva. So what you can do is just click on animation. It will only give you just the default one, right? But this is still like enough to do some really interesting things, and we'll be doing something like that. So now let me just play what we have currently. So if you want to play your animation, so now this is the small animation that we have. This is only we've only done animation on the first page. Very saying, can you have a personal class? We don't have personal classes, but let's just continue with the class. So if you click on this on the play, so this part here now is just to test your animation that you are doing. Hi Ben. So I don't know, is today your first class? So if today is not your first, how many? When did you join? How many classes have you joined now? So you joined four classes and you are lost. That's very surprising. So it's normal to when I'm talking about animations at this point, it's okay to be a little bit lost, right? With animations. But like I hope you're not lost with like how we added like text on the page or how we added image on the page. All of those things are okay for you, Abby. Like you get all of those things, Abby. Hi Ben. Ah, okay. So I think the best thing to do is we have all of our classes on YouTube because really we've gone through. I mean, okay, you can. All right. So we are introducing a new concept today, so it's okay if you don't really get it. We are going to get into all of these things again. I just want to run through because how I prefer to like take trainings is I introduce the class. It's okay if it is not clear, and at least now you've seen all of the things. Now you are this the your level of confusion is now how did you do it, not what did we do. So now at this point, it's okay to you don't know how we did it, but I just wanted to see. I'm just trying to show you what are the different things you can do with Canva. So it's fine if you don't get how all of these things make sense together, but just understand like what are the things that you can do. If you don't know how we will get there, like how we did all of those things, as long as you at this point you understand what you can do with Canva animations, you are at a good place. We'll still go through all of these things and then make sense of it. So don't if you are looking lost, if you are lost right now, just understand like you are seeing just at this point what I want you to be thinking about is okay, this is what Canva can do. At that, if you are there, you are fine. You are very, very good at that point. Okay. So let me just continue. We'll get to all of these things. And then it's very, very important that I don't think about all of these things in how do I do all of these things. The good thing about Canva is Canva has templates for you. You can replace, you can go to animation. So let's just go to oops, sorry. Let me go to if you click on designs here, you'll see some templates that Canva has that you can just click and then. So you say, for example, you sell things, you can click something like this and then just replace all of the pictures, and you will be very, very fine. So let me do that for example. So I have all of this. I'm going to undo all of this. I just wanted to show you why it's not important to like understand how we are doing everything at this point because really Canva does all of these things. I just wanted to know because the better you know like how to do them, the better your when you're customizing like Canva templates, it's easier it to be for you. So if you have a template, you can always come to the same way we always like start with like a template on Canva and edit it. So you can always come here, click on this one, replace the image, and then put our own image. So it's really not it's really not if you don't understand what's happening too much, it's fine. So you can always do all of this, right? So let me just undo it so we can go back to understanding how animations work. Okay, so now we've seen how we can do page animation. So page animation, you click on the page and then you come to animate and you can do animations like breathe. So let me just do one for example, block. All right. So now you can see element animation replace. So let me just play it now. So you see that all of the pages you are seeing some animations sorry just on the let me do it let me replicate that animation on all of the page on all of the pages, sorry. So animate block, so just same thing for all of them. Currently we have like 4 pages. Let me do this so you see how many pages we have. So we have 4 pages. I'm just applying animations to all of our different pages. That's what I am doing. Is everybody lost? Do you understand what I am doing? Class, do we get or are we lost too? Okay, let me get more feedback so I know how to proceed. All right, so Clement understands, Hadi understands. So Ben, so I think the best thing to do is maybe you might need to rewatch some of our last videos and then just follow on with the class. I'm sure at the end of the class you understand how to do animations. Right. Okay, so I was demonstrating page animations. So let me just add page animations to the all the pages. So sorry, animate. Actually, let me just do different things so we can see the difference. All right, so now we have different animations on some of the pages. So if you play it now, you would see like we have this. So all the different pages are doing like kind of different things. And this could be like your product. It's so like a picture of your product and like a text that says like price and things. Basically, that could be an example of animation. Now this is very, very basic because it's just the same picture and everything. So now that we've kind of gotten the hang of how we can apply page animations, how we can apply text animations, and how we can apply image animations. So now we can go into deep examples to see how do we like make like something a little bit better. So I'm hoping that while I am working, if there's anything I am doing that you don't understand, because I'm hoping that at this point you already understand how the layout of Canva. So if I click on something, you should be on. You should understand like what I am doing. So I'll be explaining as I am going, but I'll be focusing more on the parts that are on animation because it's all of the adding images and dropping images. I think all of you understand all of those things. So let me just basically delete everything on this page so we can start again. Does anyone have any question at this point before we get into examples? Ayatollah, do you want to ask a question? Or were you saying yes when I said if you understand? Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So basically, like I had said, I have what we'll be doing today will be designing like a it's like kind of like a so someone sells shoes, for example, and then you want to like promote your shoes and you want to make a video just to show like the different kind of shoes that you have and you can add like prices and then just make it really interesting. So the first way to start an animation, so that we already know how to select an animation template. So that's step one. So Ben, we are really doing everything all over again now. So if you, this is a very very important like part to really pay attention. So we've gotten into. Let me just go back again so we see it from the beginning in case anyone did not pick that up on how to get like an animation template. Um, sorry, network is delayed. Okay, again. So now that we are back on the Canva home screen, when you want to start an animation, just like I said the last time, what you have to do is click on a mobile video template. That's really the first thing that you want to do. So now I have a mobile video template open, and it's a blank template. So, like I said, we're designing like a shoe store. We're going to so first of all, so the first thing you're going to be doing, it really comes down to the same thing we've always been doing. So, I'm going to make a design that really just shows like it's something that you can use to like advertise your shoes. So, let me just pick a frame, for example. Um, so let's just put like a square. Let's do like a square, and we're going to be adding like our shoes to this square, but we're going to make the page a little bit more interesting than just a white background. So for this particular design, I'm going to be going with the color of the shoe to guide with what the color of the page is going to be because that will help our animation really like come out well. Okay, so now that I have this centered, I can add like so let's have a color first to start. So we have like a I don't like this red. So let's do a green color like this. Okay. So at this point, we can add like some text just to show what is the name of the shoe. Okay. So let's have this text here. I actually like discovered like a new font that I like this week. The name is Bebas New. Something I think. Let me try and find it. Bebas. It's very very good for writing text that is really compact. Yeah. So this. So what are some shoe names? Okay. So let's just say Nike Air Boost or something. Okay, so we have the shoe name. Let me change the font so it's looking a little better. Okay, and now we have the format, or I can actually just put it like this. Let's reduce the spacing. So I'm going to go in at this speed just because I think you guys know how to do some of these things already. Okay, So let's add another text that adds like price and things. So let's say this shoe is like, so let's say size. So this shoe has like size 40 to say 45. Okay, so I'm going to move this here, make this a lot smaller. Okay, so we see again we are maintaining that line in that like basic line. So come here and then let's do the price. So let's say this shoe is like what, 50,000 naira. Okay. All right. So we move this, maintain that line, maintain the spacing. All right, we are good. So now we want to add like some effects just to make the page look a little bit more rich. So let's add some elements on the page. So we can do a holo circle, for example. So a holo circle is basically like a circle that has like a hole inside, and then you can use it to. I hope Canva gives us something that is free. All right, this is perfect. So we can zoom this in, have it here, position, backward, backward. We can make this so much bigger, and we can reduce the transparency to like 50. Okay. So now let's add a picture of our shoes, just so this picture like gets a lot better. So I've uploaded some pictures of shoes here. So we don't. I did it so we don't have like spend time getting all of those things. Let's also add like some elements to, so just like a small rectangle that can help us lift this the frame that we have, or we can even actually just do a border. So come here. Okay, so you can add like a small border to your frames, just something that kind of lifts it up. Okay, and then you can change that border color. So we can go with like white, so it's a little bit differentiated from the page. Actually, maybe we can make this one white too. And all of these parts are really just for aesthetics. It's really not. So all of these things are things you should really have known already. This one does not have anything to do with animation, right? Okay. What else? So let's add like a. What can we add here? So let's do like a logo. So I'm just going to add like a logo. I'm just going to use anything basically to represent our logo. Um, I just need something free. Uh, okay, so this is going to be our logo. I'm just going to leave that there. So that's our logo. All right. So, do we have any questions at this point? How we did all of this? I hope we all know how to do how we did this. Hello, class. Can you hear me? All right. Thank you. All right. So now that we all know how to do this, so let's just add like some effects to it. So now we can say this big text here now. We just want to do different things to it. So we go to animate, and then we can make it like we can make it like rise from down up. So now you see what I when you let me do this. So this one now it's I'm going to leave it on rise. So rise it comes from down up. So we can say for example the size, and then also with animations you can do some of the things that you learn. So you can select multiple group, and if you group them, sorry, let me just do that again. I'm trying to group these two. Okay, so you group them together, and now you can animate two of them together as one element. So this one now, since this one is coming from down up, I'm just going to make this one come from the side. So we see that effect that we have here. So this one comes from down up, this one comes from the under. So that way, that's nice. So let's do something with this our circle here. The circle should, oops, sorry. So the circle, if you go back to animate, I think I have to maintain selected. Okay. So you go to animate. What's something we can do with the circle? Maybe we can make it fade in. All right. So let's see. Maybe there's something else more interesting. Drift. Yeah. So you can see now that the this one makes it like slowly move, even while everything else has finished moving. And then the last thing here, our image, we can do. Let's see another animation that we can do here. Um, we can do. Um, no, I think this is too much. So again, you can select like multiple animations. Not all of them. It's not all of them you can select. So I think let's just see what it looks like. Okay. Do we? I think the image. The only thing I don't like here is the image spinning. So let's just remove that. So first of all, let me remove the animations that I added, and then just find one that is very simple. All right. So let me play what I have currently. Okay, so we have like an animation, just like a simple way, and then this is fine. You can download this as this is like just one your this is just your image, and this is fine. So you can put this like as your Instagram story, as your Instagram reel or something. Let me just play it again so we see some of those things. Now, some of the things that we can do here is we can go to this guy. So you click on a if you click on an element, so like for text, for example, so I'm clicking on this now, and I, if you come to these three dots, there's something called show elements timing. Now, what this does is it determines how long the element will be, the animation is going to play, or the element is going to be on the page. So if you want it, for example, to show for a little bit and then disappear, that's something you can do. So maybe say, for example, let's duplicate this circle and add one here. Okay, so let's say with this one, we want this one to disappear. So let's go to, I'm just going to go here, click on show elements timing. So now when you click on show elements timing, any element you select, you see this purple, there's this purple, oops, sorry, you see this purple thing here. There's the purple thing that is showing at the bottom that shows like Nike Air Boost. Sorry, let me just undo. So now if I click on any element, you see it will show that element and it will show like a purple thing. So now you can reduce the timing of it on the page. So maybe I want it to only run for, so this at this particular page animation is running for 5 seconds. But now I want only this circle here now to only be on the page for only like 2 seconds. So you see as I'm scrolling, the timing is adjusting. So you can go to two, you can leave it at 2 seconds. So let's play it. You will see that this one is going to disappear, and that's how you can manage like the duration of time that your animation is going to be on the page. And another thing to note is um, another thing to note is that you can. So let me just see what it looks like again. Yeah, so I think I like that. So now that we have one single page of animation, does anyone have any question about how we did all of this at this point? Like if you maybe if you don't understand how we did these things that we did, just let me know so I can go back before we, because what I'm going to do now, I'm going to duplicate this page, and then we're going to learn about transitions, because we replicate this page and we are moving from page to page, and there are different pictures on it. That's where we are going to use transitions. So do we understand what we did up to this point? essence of the second. Basically, it's just design at this point. I just wanted to use it to demonstrate that you can increase the time that an animation spends on the page. That's all it is for. It's not really any this thing. Okay, so Sanusi is saying I should do a recap. Okay, so basically, I think you should know how to design something like this on the page. So how to put all of the elements on the page, I am sure you understand how to do that. So what we have here is that we have this page animating like this. So you see that the text is let me do that again. So you see that the Nike Boost text came from down to up. The size and things, they went from side to side. The image itself um kind of appeared on the page. You can see that circle at the back. It is kind of moving. Both circles are moving, and then this one disappeared. So what we did now is we are using some different animation effects. So if I click on this and I go to animation, you see that the animation on this particular element is the rise animation. So Sanusi, basically, I'm doing this recap for you now. So this animation on it is rise. If you click on this part, this one, so I've grouped these two elements together. The animation on this is wipe. Then this image, if you click on the image, you will see animate. The animation on it is rise too. Then this one here, that's the circle at the back. The animation on it is drift. So basically, all we've done is just add animation to the different elements on the page. All right. So now that we have that, we can duplicate this page. So now we have a template for how our images are going to be appearing. So I'm just going to duplicate this page by zooming in and then just duplicate it. And I'm going to explain why I'm doing all of this duplication. So we have for, let's just do like 5 page animation, right? Okay. So now that I have duplicated all of this page, there's something interesting that has appeared on this page, and that is this plus sign here. If you notice, you see this plus sign that is between two slides. So these are the different think of them as slides. Like if you've done like Microsoft slides, for example, you should be used to this concept of you have like different things on different pages, and then so all of these things are going to be changing in each other. So now there's not a lot of difference in it, but let me just change the color on the different pages just to show you that in Canva you can just like have um if you download as an MP4, all of the elements will be moving. So I'm just going to change the image. There's a lot we're still going to do. Here we're going to change all of the pictures of the shoes, but I want to just demonstrate how I think this is too harsh. So yellow. Okay. And last one we have let's do like a sweet what color have we not used? I've used this blue. I think we've used blue. So let's use this teal color. Okay. So we have like 5 pages. Let me just play the animation. So now we see this, and then it's going to. I think the timing is too much. Okay, so let me teach you about timing. This is a good chance to teach you about timing. So now, if you see on this page, you see on the first slide at the bottom here, there's something that says 5.0 seconds. So that is showing you how long each page is going to be spending on, like as the thing showing. So you can adjust it by coming here, and so you click on the element, and then you see 5 seconds. This part that says 5 seconds. If you click on it, and you can drag it to something like, I'm going to reduce it to 2 seconds. And then at the bottom you see apply to all pages. Now this applies this animation to all of the different pages. So if you want only this particular one to be on 2 pages, don't click on this apply to all pages. But if you want all of them to be 2 seconds long, you can just click on this. And I'm going to do that because I want this to be to move faster. So now I'm just going to play the animation so we see what we have, and it's just going to be changing. So you see now things are moving, the shoes are appearing. So do we see how animation really like elevates design? So instead of like having, can we still hear me? Because I'm seeing something, a message that says low network bandwidth. Hi Godwin, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, Godwin, I can hear you.
okay, all right, thank you. Okay, so now that we have like some animations on the page, So now I'm going to teach transitions, like how do we make things going from one page to another. If actually this is a very, very nice design, like without even adding transitions, the it's already looking very, very good. Okay, so now we are going to be looking at that. What have I done to this? Okay, 2 seconds. So we're back in 2 seconds. So now the next thing to learn in animation is transitions. Now, what are transitions? Transitions is how your page changes from one page to another. So now currently we can see that we just have the things just appearing, disappearing, the things that are changing on the page are just let me change the image. So we have like different shoe pictures. So I'm just going to replace this, add what have we not used this? Okay, this one I actually should have done this before changing the images so the shoes match the background. But anyway, so I'm just replacing. Basically, what I'm doing is just changing the of what we have so we can see like better animations. I wanted to change this. Okay, so that okay, so we can also change the names. So let's call this one. Um, sorry, all these finding names is really the hardest part about this training, like naming things. Uh, so let's call this Crocs Lion. I don't know. So this one, Crocs Tiger, whatever. Um, so this one we can call. Okay, so we're gonna leave that as. So this is the last one we need to change. Okay. So now let me just replay the animation so we see what it looks like. Okay. All right, so now let's apply transitions to the page. So when you click on this cross, you're going to see two options. The first one is to add a page. So if you click on page, it will just add a new page to the slide. But what we wanted to do is transitions. So we go to transitions and we see that there are different options for transitions, same as they are for effects. So basically, it's just like guiding how your your page changes from one page to another. So let's just try a few. And as you are clicking on it, it would be like showing you a preview at the top. So let's go for some of them that are more. So we can do something like color wipe. So let's see, and you can click on apply between all pages. So if you click on apply between all pages, you would see that it would like apply this same transition on all of the different pages. So now that we have color wipe, I'm just going to show you the difference with a transition and one that doesn't have a transition. So we have this, and then we have something like that. So that's what a color wipe transition can do. We can also do something like so you can change the direction of your transitions, for example. So let's try another one. This one is line wipe. I think this is actually really nice for this one. So it keeps everything and it just changes the color and all the elements still stay the same. Do we get how I did this? How we did the transitions? Class. Okay, all right. So unfortunately our time is okay. So Ayatollah said you don't understand how we got the transitions. Let me undo everything. Seeming like we might not be able to get to the second example. Okay, so to apply transitions on a page, you click on, there's this dot. Can you see these dots? Ayatola, the dots that are on the slide at the bottom. There's some, sorry, plus, not dots. The plus sign between the two pages. Okay, so those plus signs mean like add transitions. It means like add something basically. So if you click on it, you see transition. So you click on transition, and then there are different options. So as you are clicking on it, you'll be seeing previews of how it is going to be moving. So this one like dissolves the color. So like you get like you go from one element and it just kind of dissolves it into the next one. This one is like a slide. You just slide it to the next page. This one is the color wipe. It just changes it like you can see the preview. So this is what we're using the color wipe. There's a line wipe that just one line that does that. So there's the flow. So let's look at what flow looks like. All right. Do we get how we did this whole thing? Class. Okay. So Clement says they got it. Ayotola says they got it. Thank you. Very encouraging. I want to hear from other people in the class. Like if you understood how we did this, it will be very helpful to know how to move on with the time that we have. Okay, seems like no one is saying they don't understand how we did this, so that's very encouraging. It means that it shows that the level that you've come with Canva. Because I was worried about how long we have and how much we can do in that time. But it's good to see that a lot of people understood how we did this. Now, this kind of animation we did now is different from it's not different. It's really what we did here is like a very very basic animation. It's just the same template, and then we are just replicating, changing the image, changing the this thing, like changing the different things. And then also it's very important to note that you don't have to do one transition in all of your pages. So you can do one of them should have flow, one of them should have something like that. And it's I would advise you to actually do this. So it's like let me remove this apply from on all of them. So we do different transitions on all of them. So the first one we're going to give like a flow. Let me remove that. So the first one has a flow. The second one we can give like a stack. So basically, don't mind the names, just play around with it and see what works best for you. The third one, let's see. Yeah, so we can do that. Um, sorry, let me just see. And the last one, we can do like a color wipe. All right. So let's just see what it looks like again at this point. Okay, so like I said, you can adjust the timing. Like if it is too short, like you want it to be a longer video, you can adjust it. And then now that we have this, another thing that is important to do in when you're advertising on social media is adding like sounds. So you should also just to show that you don't have to only do like a video. So maybe let's just add one more slide to this page. So let me just add one since we don't have a lot of time. Maybe that's the last thing that we do. So I'm just going to add this here. And I'm going to add a video to this page. I think I have a video uploaded. Okay, so we can do this. It's a 23-second video. So I'm just introducing videos. So tomorrow, because tomorrow we'll be looking at how we work with videos. So it's the same thing with pictures. You just put your picture on it. You can come here and reduce the length of it. So you can either decide to drag it and reduce the size, or you can go to timing. Sorry, let me just go back to that one. So you click on it and you go to um oh, I think with videos you have to actually drag it. So let me just reduce how much time this spends. So this is going to be like our intro, like our so because you should start your videos with like a basic introduction. So like a 3 seconds. Let me add. Oops, sorry. Okay, and then also because it's a video, it doesn't like affect all of the things you can do. You can still add like a text on top of the video. You can do elements on top of it. So let's just add like a black this thing to say what's new in our store, something like that. I'm just trying to um show how like the best way to like really make this video up for if this was like an actual store. So let's change the color to black and reduce the transparency. Uh, so let's just copy this text. Come here, paste it, and change the color. So we will start like that. Um, okay. So you see that we can still work with videos and then moving into all of our slides. So you can add like videos and pictures on your slides, basically. So does anyone have any question about all of this? Because tomorrow we're looking more at like videos and what you can do with videos. But do we get the slide part, like the working with pictures? Okay, all right. Thank you very much. I think that is all. Gordon, do I still have time? Yes,
Hi,
I will.
Godwin.
Yeah.
Have you rounded up?
Also, the class is supposed to run to 6, Abi 4:30.
Yes.
We're
Just
supposed
have
to run.
more
I have
content.
30 minutes. Oh, okay. I have 30 minutes. Sorry, I thought I had only I thought I had only 4 more minutes. Oh, we still have like some things to cover. All right, so I'm going to download it and send it to the group. Sorry, I thought the class was running. I thought my time was running out. So I'm going to download it and send it to the group later. Okay. Um. So now that we have this, let's look at how we can do something that like another kind of example, so a similar example to this that has like so maybe for like an event manager, for example. So when I'm doing these things, like don't limit it to because it's shoes. Like you only use this template for shoes. Like whatever kind of business or whatever kind of thing that you do, you just really you can also take inspiration from Canva. So this design works for like a fashion because it's really colorful. It has like all of the different elements and things sliding. But you just go to the kind of business that you are doing. So now I'm going to show you like how you can use Canva templates to do something for yourself if you don't want to spend all of the time designing this. So I'm going to download this and send it to the group later. But now I'm going to go back and we're going to do something. So what kind of business should we work on? I'm taking suggestions from the chat. So like just send me what we should replicate. So this time we're going to be using the Canva template. Laura, we've done perfume. We are basically we've become your perfume graphic designers. We've done so much for you already in the class. Let's try something else. Photography. Okay, so let's see photography. Dry cleaning. Executive assistant. Okay. Let me see what happened. I think I promised to do dry cleaning one time and then I didn't get to dry cleaning. Okay, so let's do dry cleaning because um we haven't gotten something like that. Okay. So with let's go back to the slide and see what is our our graphic design tool of the week because it's going to be helpful for like replicating design. So, because why I'm doing is because I don't have like pictures that are going to or pictures or videos that are going to represent dry cleaning. basically, but we hope we'll see some things on Canva. So our graphic design tool of the week for this week is pixabay.com/videos. So now pixabay.com is another website that gives you like free content. So think pictures, icons, all of those things. But the good thing about Pixabay is that it has videos. So if you go to pixabay.com, for example, you can search for like videos and you would find like useful videos. So let me just go there. Pixabay.com slash videos. Okay. This is almost said justice for executive assistant. Okay, all right. So maybe we would. I mean, we done digital marketing experts now. Yes, yes. I'll send the link to the group. We've done digital marketing. The digital marketing one is really like it's really the same template. So it doesn't have the exact like text written out, but you could have changed. We've done like so much on like cybersecurity. The cybersecurity one can work for executive assistant. So you replace your picture and basically it's we've done something very, very similar. So okay, so what this has is like free video content. So now you can search for like say maybe like Nigeria or for example. So maybe you want like a aerial view of um like maybe like skyscrapers or things that are in Nigeria. So maybe you are describing how your how your business works and maybe you want to show that you are a like a business based in Nigeria. So you can come here for example and or maybe you do like charity work and you're looking like the picture like represents the trenches. This is something you can just come here, click on, see what it looks like. It's exactly the same thing like some of those other websites we use, Pexels, on Splash, all of those things. You can just download this and then do the editing that you want to do. So how to download it? You just click on download and then you click on the size that you want and then just download it and then you can upload it on Canva and use it. So it's really sad that what they're representing Nigeria is with churches because Nigeria is so much better than this, but it is what it is with some of these like stock image websites. The representation of Africa is usually very, very weird. But then you see that there's so many images here. So say for example, so why I came here was for let's I was hoping we could see something on dry cleaning. So dry cleaning. Ah, who is our dry cleaning person here? Yeah, no, unfortunately, there's no. So let's see, like washing machine or something, or laundry. Okay, we should find something on laundry. Okay, this works. Yeah, this is perfect. Abby, what do we think? So let's just download this. Just need to download a very small sized one. Or I think maybe we can go for this one and then just download. See, thanks. Whatever. So downloading. Yeah, we already found one. So let me just make sure I save it because yes. Okay, so let me just save video. Okay. So let's go to Pexels and look for pictures of clothes that are hanging. And see what we can do. Pexels. So now I'm trying to find space between the. Oh, okay. Because of the spacing, Abby. Don't worry, we already found a picture of a washing machine, so I think we are good. So let's just look for laundry here. So we can just combine images of like clothes and then images of the washing machine just to um, you know make like a small video. Ah, now wow. Okay, so let's look for vertical because we're doing like mobile videos. So I want something that is vertical so we won't have like problems with fitting it into the page. Why is it hard to find pictures of clothes? I mean, what's happening? You know what? Let us go to Canva. Maybe we'll get lucky and see something to do on Canva. Or something to use on Canva. I'm using my network. Can we still hear me? Hi, class. Can we still hear me? Okay. All right. So again, let's go to mobile videos so we can see if we can complete this fast. Okay. So let's see. So now, the idea was to replicate like a video. Uh, okay. So let's do. So this is a pro template. So we are imagining that some of the pictures that we have is like maybe pictures from your own actual business. So let's say that video that we downloaded was from our actual business. So I think this one is free. We can do that. Okay, so let's just delete. Uh, so so I'm just going to go to the layer. I want to delete the video. So well, let's see if we can just replace it. Okay, so we can just replace this. So we go to uploads, videos, upload files. So it's really the same thing we always do. How we upload pictures. That's how we upload videos. So we come here at this. Okay. Uh, okay, not bad actually. Okay, so now that we so you see how we can replace like content on the page. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. But okay, so maybe this might the video that we downloaded might not have been perfect, but let's just use it. So we can change this, for example, too busy. Sorry, too busy for clean clothes. Okay, so we can adjust the size so this fits in. Um, Fits dry and cleaning on one line. Uh, okay, let me just change the font so we it works better. I see the problem. Okay, so we have that. So let's see what we have currently. Let's delete. So I'm just going to go to layers and then delete some of the things that I don't need on this page. So the lines are fine. This is fine. I don't need this part that is stay tuned. So I can just um, come here. Sorry, delete it. Okay, I don't need this date. I can delete it. Delete. Okay. Um, all right. So let's see what we have before we start editing. So currently we have washing machine spinning. So this is so this So currently we see that the too busy, the text is taking too much time. So let's see the effects that he has. Sorry, the animation he has. So let's see. I think that's so much better. So let's just preview again. So let's make it show elements timing. Okay. All right. So we have too busy for dry cleaning. Actually don't like the font, but I don't want to spend too much time on doing the aesthetics. I just want to show how we can do videos. So now we can have like pictures of folded clothes. So let's go to so we can go to design for example and search here for laundry. So basically we are just using like Canva templates to create what we want. Okay, so this is another free video. So we can see something like we love doing laundry. Let me delete this. Okay, so this is the first page. This is the second page. Let's add like a pricing plan. So maybe that's something we can use to. So here, we can go to design, and we can search for something that we can use for our pricing page. So you can search for a pricing page. Sorry. Mm, okay, I just want a simple one. Um, Actually, not bad. Okay, so let's see what it looks like currently. Okay, so we can improve some of the text, and then let me just add some transitions and then change some of the animations that we have. So the page transition, we can do something like the okay, so that works. That transition between these two pages, and here we can have another different transition, something like dissolve. And so you can now come here and then you can edit some of the things. So this one you can want it to have like an animation of something like pan here. Okay, so let's see what it looks like now. Actually, we did not add any animation to this one. It's just there. Okay. Can we still see what I'm doing? Okay, now with this one, it looks really scattered because there's no team. We don't have like a team going on, and it's not like because of time, we don't have like a lot of time to plan it. But let's just attempt to do something. So, for example, the color, the font here is not consistent. So I can copy this, copy style, um, go here. Let me see if I can paste style. I can't paste it. Sorry, let me just undo that. So we can change this font to be the same thing with that other one. So there we were using Canva Sans. So let's just stick with Canva Sans for across both pages. Canva Sans with a color of yellow. Now the whole thing is, so with this one, let's change the animation. So with this one, let's just edit it a little bit to customize it to be as. I think that's just too. I think there's too much going on this page. So you delete some of them. So what we are doing is I'm trying to customize this page so it stays on theme with some of the colors that we have. So I'm going to be changing some of these elements to like yellow. So if we continue with that yellow the color that we're using. Okay. So this we can change to something like orange. Let me just select multiple. This, this. Um, okay. And here we can add like a small element just to make our text show a little bit more. And cover the whole thing with like a yellow color, reduce transparency a lot, and then take it to the back so we can bring this guy forward. Oops, sorry. So we can change this color to orange. So I'm just trying to make like some consistency in the design basically just to help with how it looks. I think we can make this all of these guys. There's too many colors to change. All right, but anyway, the main point for this design was to get like how you can use like a Canva template. I think we did too much with this one. We what you should ideally be doing is just changing images. So this class recording sent to the Google data. Yes, so it will be uploaded in the on YouTube. So probably by Monday you get like the video of today's class, right? So by Monday you should get it. But basically, all of the animation things that we learned still apply on this page. So you can just like improve some of the ways these texts are laid out and not the design choices I would make. But I just wanted to quickly show with the small time we have how you can just take a design that Canva has already and then just put in your own elements. And that way you don't have to do as much work as you would normally do to start a new design, right? So, does anyone have questions? I think we can finish the class here today, and then um, I can give assignment before we end the class. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, all right. So with the absence of questions, I think the assignment we can just do because we have a class tomorrow. So I just want to do like a three-page slide video animation for whatever. It could be your business, it could be like your workplace or whatever kind of service you provide. But just do if I let's just do like a business. So it could be your own or it could be some other person's own. But just do a three-page animation for that business, and then you should have like page transitions. I'm going to write all of these things on the group so we can do it. I don't want to give something that's too complex, so just 3 pages. Keep it like keep have like a theme to the videos, and then let's just see what everybody can do. Do we think we'll be able to attempt it and finish it tomorrow before the class? Let's hear from you. I want to hear from you. Okay, all right. So just 3 pages. If you want, you can do more than 3 pages, but minimum 3 pages. Just have like an introduction, like basically what you do, why we should patronize you, something like that, basically. I think that would be a good way for you to get your hands on animation and transitions. And then when we come back tomorrow, we can wrap up with like doing. So I'll have like videos and things prepared so that we can. So adding sound to the video. Okay, so to add sound to the video. So sound again is just like media. Okay, let me show you how to add sound to the video. So if you go to uploads, you'll see images. So we are used to the image one already. We learned how to use video today. And then the last one here is audio. So you can upload an audio here. Now, how do you get audios? I mean, I'm sure you guys know how to get, you can download music. So you can go to all those websites to download sounds like. So if you wanted to add like music or something, or you can come to Canva here. Canva has like some sound effects, so you can just come here, search for so maybe like piano, so like uplifting piano, something like that. So I'm just using something I've used recently, uplifting piano, and you can just search for it. Once you search for it, so let's search for uplifting. You can go to audio. So once you go to audio, you will see a lot of them are pro, but you find some of them that are free. So you can just play with that. I think because of my phone is muted, you won't be able to hear this, but you can just select this. So once you select it, you would see this is some of the things we'll be covering tomorrow actually. So tomorrow we're looking at how do you add audio, how do you cut clips, how do you like merge video clips, how do you do all of those things. But this is how to add audio to your this thing. So this part here now that has like this sound wave thing, that is your audio. So you can drag it to fill the page depending on the length. You can reduce the length. You can come if you click on it, you will see some options where you can adjust it. You can do fade. So fade is like how it comes in. Is it loud when it comes in? Where at the ending of your video, can you reduce the sound as it goes? So those are some of the things we're looking at tomorrow. And I'm going to transitions and animations. So at this point in the class, if you've gotten how to apply transitions to your elements, your text, and your page, and you've learned how to do transitions across different slides, you are very, very good. Like you are in a good place. So I think that will be all for today. Godwin, let me hand over to Godwin. I think there's no questions. If you have any questions or anything you remember, you can always paste it in the group. So I'll paste the assignment, I'll paste the video that we did today, and then I'll paste the link for the graphic design tool of the week. All right, up strong. Um, I think that's it. So Godwin, thank you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for that session. Um, did you give assignments?
Yes, I
And
gave
when are they?
assignments. I'm going to write the assignment on the group so we can. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. This is an amazing session. And so, just to remind everyone, tomorrow will be the last session for graphic designs. Um, I hope everybody's had an exciting journey. Today is the 13th session, so tomorrow will be the 14th session, which is the final session. And just after that, we'll be starting our social media class. So I hope everybody's excited about that. And I can see a lot of people asking some questions. Probably today's training was a little bit technical. So if you do have some steps you're not able to follow through with, you can always check our YouTube page to watch recaps. Like Gordon mentioned, today's class will definitely, or this weekend's class will definitely be available on our YouTube platform latest Wednesday next week. You can follow us on all social media platforms, social media and networks, Twitter, Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube page. And like I always say, one of the reasons why we ask you guys to follow us on social media is not just because we are trying to, drive traction or followers to our pages. Adara Foundation is actually an NGO that is primarily focused on youth and women empowerment. So we always have like amazing programs that are available to build capacity of young people, also support their businesses in any way we can. So it would be really nice to be among the first partakers. And how can you be among the first partakers by following us on social media so that you can get first-hand information about these programs. And also, I'm aware that a lot of people are really looking forward to joining the social media class. So please inform your friends, people that probably joined the group earlier on and probably left. Just let them know that social media class is coming up next, so they can join us again, and and after that we move on to the next course. Yeah, as we always do, please try as much as possible to do your assignments, and we always have beautiful rewards for those that perform outstanding well in the assignments. So looking forward to seeing every one of you again tomorrow, same time. The room opens 4:15, training starts program by 4:30. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us, and see you tomorrow evening. Have a good evening. Bye.